Senior writer Hunt Palmer here for BayouBengalsInsider.com and Louisiana Daily. Monday afternoon here in Baton Rouge. We just got finished talking with LSU head football coach Les Miles as he recapped the win over Washington and looked ahead to Idaho. The biggest cliche maybe in journalism is that the biggest improvement comes from week 1 to week 2. That may have happened here in Baton Rouge. LSU had a subpar performance really in a win over North Texas, but the Tigers were clicking on all cylinders against Washington last week, dominated the game from start to finish on both lines of scrimmage. Washington was just simply overmatched. LSU could have won that game as much as 55-0 if a couple of things had gone the other way. They answered some questions in the passing game. Zach Mettenberger was very, very sharp in the ball game, hitting a number of receivers, stretching the field, and really should have had 2 touchdown passes if not for a drop by Russell Shepard. Defensively, the biggest question mark may have been Sam Montgomery in week 1, no tackles. Well, Sam answered the call this week, named SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week for his performance in the game on Saturday night. It looks like Mingo and Montgomery are back and ready to roll on the edge for this LSU team. Up front, LSU protected Zach Mettenberger much better. We talked about Josh Jurasic filling in last week. He certainly did a nice job, and J.C. Copeland was a mauler in the running game blocking. As we look forward to Idaho, this is a team that comes into Baton Rouge at 0-2 with losses against some subpar teams, Bowling Green and Eastern Washington. They had a nice performance last week against Bowling Green. They introduced their new quarterback, Dominic Blackman. He completed 80% of his throws for over 300 yards, so LSU's going to have to watch him. But Idaho, not a team that should threaten LSU in any way. LSU needs to get in this game and get out without any injuries and move along to Auburn. One thing I would like to see from LSU this week, Stephen Rivers, the backup quarterback, has not statistically thrown a pass, through one in the opener, but it was called back because of a penalty. Rivers needs to get out there in the second half of this ball game and throw it around a little bit so LSU knows what it has in case Zach Mettenberger has to miss some time like he did in week 1. So really, LSU needs to regain focus, go out there, stay healthy, try to get Rivers some action, but this should be an easy cakewalk for the Tigers in Tiger Stadium on Saturday night before they head to Auburn. For Louisiana Daily and BayouBengalsInsider.com, I'm Hunt Palmer.